Mute Minds Chapter 1 Recognizing the Value of Confidentiality. Discover the fascinating realm of secret and its great power, since it's in the quiet whispers that your own abilities may be revealed. When used properly, secrecy can be your greatest asset. Ally, the goal is to uphold integrity rather than to be dishonest or deceitful. Control over your plans, your dreams, and your future. Think about it when you're working on a goal. It's your personal endeavor. It's something you've taken up because you believe in its potential. When you blurt it out to the world, you're opening it up for criticism, unsolicited advice, and even potential sabotage. But by keeping it to yourself, you're protecting it. You're giving it the space and time to grow and mature without external pressure. Now, don't misunderstand this as an encouragement to isolate yourself or avoid seeking help when needed. It's about being selective about who you share your aspirations with. It's about understanding that not every plan needs a public announcement. Sometimes the best way to move forward is in silence, with deliberation, and without unnecessary noise. Your goals are your own, they're personal, they're precious, and they deserve to be treated with respect. So be the guardian of your own dreams. Harness the power of secrecy and let your actions make the noise. Remember, it's not about hiding your light under a bushel, but about letting it shine brightly when the time is right. Don't rush the process. Trust in your abilities and trust in the power of secrecy. Chapter 2 Don't share future plans. While there are times when sharing your goals can work in your favor, there are also compelling reasons to keep your future plans under wraps. Not everyone needs to know what you're planning, especially if those plans might change. You've got to understand your journey is just at yours. It's not for public consumption. It's not a movie where everyone's waiting for the next scene. It's an exclusive show, and you're the only one with a ticket. You see, when you share your future plans, you open up to scrutiny and judgment. People may question your decisions, creating a cloud of doubt that can hinder your progress. Furthermore, you might feel pressured to live up to the expectations you've set, leading to unnecessary stress. Remember, it's not about being secretive, it's about owning your journey. You don't have to share every detail because you're not obligated to. You're driving this car and you get to decide where it goes. Instead of broadcasting your plans, channel that energy into action. Let your achievements speak for themselves. When you've reached your goal, people will see the result, not the plan. The satisfaction will be tenfold because you did it your way without interference or solicited advice. In the end, it's about preserving your mental peace and maintaining focus. So whether you're planning a career change, starting a business, or even running a marathon, remember, it's your journey. Own it, control it, and most importantly, enjoy it. You've got this. Chapter 3 Avoiding distractions and stay focused in the whirlwind of life. Staying focused on your goals can feel like trying to catch a feather in a gust of wind, but it's not impossible, especially when you learn to effectively avoid distractions. It's about learning to navigate through the noise, shutting out the irrelevant and tuning into what truly matters. The first step is to identify your distractions. They could be anything from social media notifications to gossiping colleagues to your own wandering thoughts. Once you've identified these, it's easier to keep them at bay. Turn off those notifications, wear headphones at work, or practice mindfulness to keep your thoughts in check. Next, create a conducive environment for focus. This could mean a quiet room, a clutter-free desk, or a peaceful outdoor setting. This step is vital as your environment heavily influences your ability to concentrate. Chapter Maintaining personal ownership. Taking charge of your life and owning your choices is a powerful step towards achieving your goals. This is about more than just setting goals, it's about taking personal ownership of them. You've got to understand that you're the captain of your ship. Your goals are your compass guiding you through the ocean of life. You might wonder, why keep my journey to myself? Isn't it good to share, to get feedback? Sure, it can be, but remember, not everyone will understand your dreams or your drive. Sometimes it's best to keep your goals close to your chest. They're yours. After all, personal ownership means recognizing that you're solely responsible for your life. Yes, external factors can have an impact, but it's up to you to decide how you react. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. You must be willing to make tough decisions, to take risks, and to accept failure as a part of the process. It's also about maintaining privacy. You don't need to broadcast your intentions to the world. Instead, let your Actions speak for themselves. Success is sweeter when it comes as a surprise to others. Chapter 5, Setting Goals Without External Input. Now let's focus on setting your goals without relying on the opinions or approval of others. It's vital to understand that your goals are yours alone. They're not up for public debate or scrutiny. You're the captain of your life's ship, and it's up to you to steer it in the direction you desire. Remember, what matters most isn't what others think but what you believe. You're not seeking validation but accomplishment, so instead of asking for others' input, trust your instincts. They're often more reliable than you might think. Jot down your goals in a notebook. Don't just write the end goal, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. This will help you visualize your progress and keep you motivated. Question each goal: why is it important to you? What will you gain from achieving it? If you're not satisfied with the answers, it's okay to revise or even discard the goal. You're not obliged to hold on to goals that no longer serve you. The key here is to be honest with yourself. If you can't justify a goal to self, it's unlikely that you'll be able to commit to it fully. When setting goals, make sure they align with your values and aspirations, not someone else's expectations or standards. Chapter 6, Creating a Private Goal Setting Space. Carve out a sacred space for yourself, a haven where you can freely explore your aspirations and draft your goals without any distractions or outside influences. This space can be a physical location like a quiet corner in your home, or a mental space such as a specific time of day when you decide to focus solely on your goals. This is your sanctuary, your fortress of solitude, where you can be sincere with yourself about what you truly want. Creating a private goal setting space is more than just finding a quiet spot. It's about cultivating an environment that sparks inspiration and encourages reflection. Surround yourself with items that motivate you, like pictures of your role models, inspiring quotes, or books that have impacted you. These items aren't just decorations, they're constant reminders of why you're setting these goals in the first place. Remember, this space is for you and you alone. It's critical not to let others' opinions or expectations influence this sacred area. It's about being true to your authentic self, not conforming to anyone else's standards. Having a dedicated space for goal setting also helps create consistency. When you consistently return to this space, it becomes a trigger for your brain to switch into goal setting mode. This can enhance your focus and make your goal setting sessions more productive. You're on a journey towards achieving your personal aspirations, and this private space is your first step. So find your space, make it yours, and let it be the catalyst for your success. Chapter 7, Writing Down Your Goals Privately. Embrace the power of the pen and privately etch your goals onto paper, transforming abstract dreams into tangible targets. The physical act of writing provides a sense of commitment, making your goals feel more real, more concrete. Pour your aspirations onto the page, detailing not just what you want to achieve but how you plan to get there. The journey to success begins with a single step, and that first step is defining your goals. Remember, this is your private space. No one else needs to know what you're plotting, planning, or dreaming. You're not writing your goals to impress anyone or to meet anyone else's expectations. You're doing this for you, so be honest with yourself. Write down what truly matters to you, not what you think should matter. Keep your goals smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This isn't a wish list, it's a roadmap. And don't forget to break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. That way you won't get overwhelmed and you'll be able to chart your progress as you continue on your journey. Review your goals regularly. Are you on track? Do you need to adjust your path? Make changes as needed, but always keep your eyes on the prize. Writing your goals down privately gives you the freedom to dream big, to pursue, do, to fail, and to succeed without the pressure of external judgment. You've got this. Now go conquer your dreams. Chapter 8, Keeping Your Goals Off Social Media. In this digital age, it's tempting to broadcast your goals on social media, but keeping them off the online spotlight can actually boost your chances of success. You might be wondering why. Well, it's simple. When you share your aspirations online, you're exposing them to external opinions and potential criticism, which can often drain your Motivation. Think about it. Every time you post a goal you're getting a surge of instant gratification from the likes and comments. It feels good, doesn't it? But that's a false sense of achievement. It's not real progress, it's just a dopamine hit. You're tricking your brain into thinking you've accomplished something when in reality you've just started. Instead, use that time and energy to focus on your actual goal. Keep your plans to yourself and let your actions do the talking. Let the results of your hard work be your announcement to the world. It's far more satisfying and impactful to share a completed goal than an intention. Chapter 9, Dealing with Nosy Friends and Family. Now let's tackle another challenge: dealing with curious friends and family who can't help but probe into your plans. It's a common scenario, one that you've likely faced countless times, but here's the thing: you've got this. You're capable of traversing this sensitive terrain without letting the cat out of the bag. First and foremost, remember that you're not obligated to share your every move. Your goals are your own and you've got every right to keep them close to your chest. It's your journey and you get to choose who you let in. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. When faced with well-meaning but nosy loved ones, it's key to stay firm yet respectful. You don't have to be rude or dismissive. Simply let them know that you prefer to keep some things to yourself. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's a vital step towards setting boundaries and protecting your personal space. Remember, it's okay if they don't understand. Your friends' family care about you and their curiosity often stems from a place of concern or interest in your life, but you're not responsible for their feelings. You're only responsible for your own actions and decisions. In the end, dealing with nosy friends and family is just another part of the journey. It's a challenge, sure, but it's also an opportunity to assert your independence and stay true to your path. So take a deep breath, muster your courage and confidently say, "I've got this." Chapter 10, Handling Questions about Your Plans. Traversing the barrage of questions about your plans can feel like a formidable task, but with the right approach you can handle this with grace and assertiveness. You might feel the urge to spill the beans, especially when the inquiries come from those you trust in respect, but remember, you're not obligated to share every detail of your future plans. Firstly, practice your responses. You can't control what others ask, but you can control your answers. Make a list of possible questions and rehearse concise, vague responses. This isn't about lying, it's about maintaining your privacy. When someone asks, "What are your future plans?" respond with, "I'm exploring several interesting options." Secondly, divert the conversation. If you're being pressed, deftly shift the topic. You can say, "I haven't decided yet, but speaking of that, have you tried the new Thai place downtown?" A little diversion can give you the space you need. Lastly, be assertive. If someone continues to pester you, it's okay to firmly say, "I'd rather not discuss my plans right now." Your goals are your own and you're not required to share them with anyone. Keeping your plans to yourself can be empowering. It allows you to work on your goals without external pressure or judgment, and that's a freedom worth protecting. Chapter 11, The Importance of Self-Motivation. Harnessing the power of self-motivation, you can propel yourself towards your goals with a drive that's entirely your own. It's a force that ignites the spark within you, pushing you to keep going in the face of adversity. Remember, it's not about what others think you can do, but what you know you're capable of achieving. It's your journey, and self-motivation is the fuel that keeps your engine running. The beauty of self-motivation lies in its independence. You're not reliant on external praise or recognition to move forward. Instead, you draw from your inner reservoir of strength and determination. That's the power you hold within yourself. It's not flashy, but it's mighty, and it's there for you whenever you need it. Self-motivation isn't just a buzzword, it's a mindset. It's about recognizing your worth and potential regardless of outside opinions. It's the confidence to say, "I can and I will," and having the tenacity to follow through. However, crucially, self-motivation isn't about being relentless or merciless with yourself. It's about treating yourself with kindness and respect, appreciating the effort you're putting in, and acknowledging that every step, no matter how small, is a step towards your goal. It's about celebrating your progress and learning from your setbacks. To sum it up, self-motivation is a cornerstone of success. It's your secret weapon, your inner cheerleader, and your guiding light. So fuel up on self-motivation and watch as you transform your dreams into reality. Chapter 12, Building Self-Discipline and Willpower. Just as self-motivation acts as your inner drive, developing self-discipline and willpower serves as The sturdy framework that supports your journey towards success. These are the qualities that keep you moving forward even when you're tempted to quit or give in distractions. It's the inner strength that pushes you to follow through with your plans regardless of how you feel in the moment. Building self-discipline and willpower isn't as intimidating as it might seem. It's a process that starts with small manageable steps. Begin by setting clear achievable goals for yourself. Break them down into smaller tasks that you can tackle one at a time. Each time you complete a task, you're training your mind to focus and persevere even when things get tough. Next, learn to manage your time effectively. Prioritize your tasks and stick to your schedule. This not only boosts your productivity but also enhances your self-discipline. It's a clear message to yourself that you're committed to your goals and won't let anything stand in your way. Lastly, take care of your physical health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep can greatly increase your willpower. When you're physically healthy, you're better equipped to tackle mental and emotional challenges. Chapter 13: Creating a Personal Accountability System. In the pursuit of your goals, creating a personal accountability system can act as your compass, guiding you when the path gets tough and keeping you firmly on track. This self-imposed system isn't about punishing yourself for missteps but rather acknowledging your actions and their outcomes and using these insights to steer your progress. Start by defining what accountability means to you. It's about responsibility, sure, but it's also about ownership of your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your life. You're in the driver's seat and only you can decide where you're headed. Write down your definition and refer to it often as a reminder of your commitment to yourself. Next, set clear, realistic goals. What do you want to achieve by when? Remember, your goals should challenge you, but they should also be achievable with effort and persistence. Break down these goals into manageable tasks and set deadlines for each. Now hold yourself accountable. Track your progress regularly, but don't be too hard on yourself. If you stumble, mistakes are stepping stones on the road to success. Use them as learning opportunities, not as reasons to give up. Lastly, celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each step you take towards your goal is a win, and it's important to recognize your progress. Chapter 14: Tracking Progress Without External Validation. Your journey to success is yours alone, and it's essential that you learn to track your progress without relying on external validation. There's no need to shout your achievements from the rooftops or look to others for approval. It's about your growth, your advancement, your triumphs. You're the one who knows your starting point and how far you've come. Start by defining clear, measurable goals. What do you wish to achieve? Break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Now create a tracking system. It could be as simple as a journal, a spreadsheet, or an app. Record your progress daily. What tasks have you completed? What milestones have you reached? It's pivotal to be honest with yourself. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. You've taken steps in the right direction, and that deserves recognition. Reward yourself with something that brings you joy. It could be a treat, a break, or a simple pat on the back. Remember, this is your journey. You don't need likes, shares, or pats on the back from others. You need to be your own cheerleader. It's your determination, your grit, your resilience that will take you to the finish line. Don't let the lack of external validation deter you. Keep going, keep growing, keep achieving, because at the end of the day it's not about what others think of you, it's about what you think of yourself, and that's the kind of validation that truly matters. Chapter 15: Overcoming the Fear of Failure. Embracing failure, not fearing it, paves the path to success, transforming roadblocks into stepping stones for your journey. Look, it's natural to fear failure. It stings and bruises your ego, but let's get this straight: everyone fails at some point. The key is to not let it stop you. Consider failure as a lesson, not a loss. It's an opportunity for growth, a chance to reassess your strategies and find alternate routes to reach your goals. So when you face failure, don't wallow in self-pity or let it cast a shadow on your dream. Instead, analyze what went wrong, understand the reasons behind it, and use that knowledge to your advantage. Remember, you're not alone in This journey, even the most successful people have tasted failure. Bill Gates failed in his first business venture. Michael Jordan missed pivotal shots in games, but they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone, a catalyst for their future success. Train your mind to view failure differently. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, see it as a valuable learning experience. By doing so, you're not only overcoming your fear of failure, but you're also empowering yourself to take risks, explore new territories, and tap your potential. Chapter 16, Embracing the Power of Silence. Often you'll find that silence holds more power than words, serving as a catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. It's in silence where you can truly listen to your thoughts, desires, and dreams. Embracing the power of silence isn't about being secretive or closed off. It's about nurturing your inner world, letting your plans and ambitions take root before sharing them with the world. It's easy to get carried away with the need to share your every move, every goal, every success. But remember, when you share less, you give more room for personal reflection and introspection. You'll be able to focus more on your journey rather than just the end result. Silence is the canvas on which you sketch your goals. It's the stage where you rehearse your success. Be confident in the silence. It isn't an empty space, but a powerful tool that can help you focus and align your actions with your goals. It's an opportunity to tune out the noise of the world and tune into your own rhythm and pace. Embrace the power of silence. Let it be your guide on your path to achieving your personal goals. It's not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of self-assuredness and wisdom. So zip your mouth, let your actions speak, and watch as your dreams transform into reality. Chapter 17, Avoiding Comparison and Competition. While finding strength in silence can lead to personal growth, it's equally important to sidestep the pitfalls of comparison and competition. There are breeding ground for dissatisfaction, envy, and insecurity. Ironically, even when you win, you lose, because the game never ends. Avoid getting caught in this trap. You're not in a race with anyone but yourself. Your journey is uniquely yours. You've got your own pace, your own set of challenges, and your own victories to celebrate. It doesn't matter what others are doing. Focus on your own path. Limit your exposure to situations where comparison is likely to creep in. This could mean reducing your time spent on social media, where it's easy to get sucked into the illusion that everyone else's life is better than yours. Remember, your worth isn't defined by how you stack up against others. It's defined by your values, your character, and your actions. And when it comes to competition, channel it in a positive way. Instead of trying to outdo others, try to outdo your past self. Aspire to be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Finally, don't be afraid to celebrate your accomplishments, big or small, but do it for you, not for the applause of others. Your progress is your own, and it's something to be proud of. Avoiding comparison and competition isn't about denying your competitive spirit or ambition. It's about shifting the focus from others to yourself and recognizing that the only person you need to impress is you. Chapter 18, Focusing on Progress, Not Perfection. Every step you take towards your goal, no matter how small, is a victory in its own right, because progress, not perfection, should be your real aim. Progress allows you to build momentum, and momentum fuels further progress. It's a positive cycle that can propel you towards your goals faster than you might expect. Don't get caught up in the trap of perfectionism. It's an illusion that can stall your progress and erode your confidence. Instead, celebrate every little improvement you make along the way. You're not competing with anyone else, you're just trying to be a little better than you were yesterday. Remember, success isn't a single monumental event, it's the sum of all the small, seemingly insignificant steps you take every day. So don't beat yourself up if you stumble or fall. It's part of the journey. The key is to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Finally, don't let the fear of not being perfect rob you of your progress. In the grand scheme of things, it's your consistent effort and determination that matter more than any temporary setbacks or mistakes. So keep your eye on the prize and focus on making steady progress, not achieving instant perfection. Chapter 19, Cultivating a Growth Mindset. Embracing a growth mindset. You can transform challenges into opportunities and turn failures into stepping stones towards your goals. This mindset is all about believing in your capacity to learn, grow and improve. It's understanding that your abilities aren't fixed but can be developed with effort, persistence and resilience. You're not bound by your current skills or knowledge. There's always room for improvement. Cultivating a growth mindset involves changing how you view challenges. Instead of seeing them as barriers, view them as opportunities to learn and expand your abilities. If you fail, don't see it as a reflection of your capabilities but as a learning experience. It's okay to make mistakes, they're part of the learning process. Furthermore, be open to feedback. Constructive criticism isn't an attack on your abilities but a tool to help you improve. Don't shy away from it, embrace it. It's a chance to identify areas you can work on. Chapter 20, Using Positive Self-Talk. In the same vein as cultivating a growth mindset, using positive self-talk can substantially boost your confidence and productivity. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or avoiding reality. It's about acknowledging your strengths, appreciating your efforts and encouraging yourself to keep going regardless of the obstacles. Positive self-talk helps you maintain a healthy perspective on your ambitions. When you're working towards a goal, it's easy to get lost in the minutiae and forget why you started in the first place. Positive self-talk can remind you of your purpose and reignite your motivation. Start by noticing your self-talk. Is it mostly negative or positive? If it's negative, don't beat yourself up. Instead, use it as a starting point for change. Challenge negative thoughts with positive affirmations. For instance, if you find yourself saying "I can't do this," counter it with "I'm capable and I'll give it my best shot." Remember, positive self-talk isn't about lying to yourself. It's about finding the truth in your abilities and potential. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, not as insurmountable barriers. It's about celebrating your progress no matter how small, instead of focusing solely on the end goal. Positive self-talk can be a powerful tool in your arsenal. Use it to fuel your drive, improve your performance and bolster your resilience. And remember, it's not just about achieving your goals, it's about enjoying the journey along the way. Chapter 21, Avoid boasting about success. While self-confidence is key, it's important to remember that humility, not boastfulness, truly highlights your accomplishments. It's natural to want to share your successes, but it's crucial to avoid bragging, as it can create a negative perception of you. You may be perceived as arrogant or self-centered, which can hinder your relationships and future opportunities. It's not about hiding your achievements or downplaying them, but rather about presenting them in a way that's respectful and considerate of others. You don't need to shout about your success from the rooftops for it to be recognized. Your actions, results and the value you bring should speak for themselves. Remember, true success isn't about how much you can boast about your achievements, but rather about the impact you make and the way you make others feel. Instead of solely focusing on your successes, share your journey, your struggles, your learnings and your growth. This not only makes you relatable but also inspires others. Furthermore, it's vital to be genuinely happy for others' achievements and show it. This show yes, your maturity and respect for others, which is a quality that's valued greatly. Practice gratitude and acknowledge the help and support you received along the way. This shows that you understand success is a team effort and not a solo journey. Chapter 22, Setting Realistic and Achievable Goals. Often the key to success lies in setting realistic and achievable goals that align with your skills, resources and personal commitments. This step is pivotal. You're not setting yourself up for failure but for victory. First, know your strengths and weaknesses. It's not about being perfect, it's about understanding what you're good at and what you need to work on. This self-awareness forms the foundation of goal setting. You can't aim for the moon if you haven't built your spaceship yet. Can you next assess your resources? How much time, money and assistance can you realistically devote to your goal? If you're stretching yourself too thin, you'll burn out. You wouldn't attempt to run a marathon without training, would you? The same principle applies here. Lastly, consider your personal commitments. We all have responsibilities that can't be ignored. You've got to balance your goals with your job, family and other commitments. Remember, you're not Superman or Wonder Woman. You can't do it at all, and that's perfectly okay. Chapter 23, Breaking Down Big Goals into Smaller Ones. You've got a monumental goal looming large and it's time to slice it into bite-sized pieces you can handle. You're not just simplifying the process, you're creating a clear, Manageable roadmap to success. You can conquer towering goals by breaking them down into manageable bite-sized tasks, turning what seems impossible into something achievable. That's the power of dividing large objectives. You're not diluting your ambition but rather making it digestible and reachable. This strategy applies to all types of goals, from professional aspirations to personal development. Think of it like a puzzle. You don't start by trying to fit all the pieces together at once. Instead, you separate them into smaller, manageable sections. This can be done by area, color, or pattern. Each section is a smaller goal that contributes to the larger picture. By focusing on each part independently, the intimidating task of completing the puzzle becomes achievable. Similarly, dividing your objectives allows you to concentrate on one piece of your goal at a time. This reduces the pressure, keeps you motivated, and lets you measure your progress. Each small success builds momentum, giving you the motivation to tackle the next piece. So start dividing your large objectives. It's not about making your goals smaller, it's about making them achievable. Transforming your colossal dreams into reality begins with carving them into smaller, manageable tasks. It's a strategy to make the journey less intimidating, more achievable. You've got a mountain to climb, but remember, it's conquered one step at a time. So how do you start? First, identify the core components of your goal. What are the key steps involved in achieving it? Write them down. Don't worry about the order yet, just get them out of your head and onto paper. Next, prioritize these tasks. Some will be more critical than others. Highlight them. These are your primary tasks, the ones you need to focus on first. But remember, don't rush. Take your time to complete each task with precision. Now break down these primary tasks into subtasks. This process will help you understand the depth of your goal and make it manageable. It's like solving a jigsaw puzzle piece by piece. Throughout this process, keep your focus, maintain your motivation, and stay disciplined. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Stay silent, work diligently, and let your success make the noise. Chapter 24: Why share your goals anyway? Despite the power of secrecy, there are indeed times when sharing your goals can prove beneficial, paving the way for collaboration, accountability, and support. Let's explore the reasons why you might want to share your goals. Firstly, collaboration is an essential part of success. You can't do everything alone. Sharing your goals with others opens up possibilities for partnerships and teamwork. By combining your skills, knowledge, and resources with others, you're more likely to achieve your goals. Secondly, accountability is a powerful motivator. When you share your goals with someone else, you're more likely to stick to them. You'll feel a sense of obligation to fulfill your commitments because someone else is aware of your intentions. It's a psychological trick that works wonders for goal achievement. Lastly, support can be invaluable. Sharing your goals with the right people can lead to emotional, spiritual, and even financial support. It's a way of creating a support system that will help you through the ups and downs of your journey. However, you need to be selective about who you share your goals with. Not everyone will understand or support your ambitions. Some might even try to discourage you. Consequently, choose carefully and share wisely. Remember, your goals are your own and you're the one who needs to believe in them the most. Chapter 25: Celebrating successes privately. You've achieved something great, now savor it privately, letting the glow of achievement fuel your next steps. Share your victories with a select few who truly value your journey and will offer genuine support. Steer clear of flashy social media posts. Instead, remain humble in success, as true accomplishment is about personal growth, not public applause. Embrace the power of silently achieving your goals and reaping the fruits of your success in solitude. There's something truly empowering about knowing you've accomplished something remarkable and not needing to broadcast it to the world. By celebrating privately, you're making a strong statement that the success is valuable for its own sake, not for the recognition it might bring. There's no need to shout about your victories from the rooftops. Instead, let your accomplishments speak for themselves. They'll shine through in your actions, elevating your self-confidence and boosting your motivation to push further. The world doesn't need to know every step you're taking towards your goals. Find joy in the process, not just the outcome. You're crafting a journey that's unique to you, one that doesn't require validation from others. You're becoming the best version of yourself for yourself. In the inner circle of your life there's a select few who you can trust to share your victories with, celebrating your successes privately and drawing strength from their genuine support. These people aren't just mere spectators but pillars, providing you with emotional stability and mental fortitude to set and meet higher goals. They're your private cheerleaders with no ulterior motives but your success. Sharing your triumphs with these trusted few doesn't just mean acknowledging your achievements, it means cultivating an environment of trust, encouragement and mutual growth. They're the ones who keep you grounded, remind you of your journey and inspire you to keep pushing. They're your safety net, offering constructive criticism when you need it and celebrating your victories as if they were their own. While it's tempting to broadcast every success on your social media platforms, consider celebrating your victories privately to maintain a sense of personal accomplishment and growth. Remember, your personal goals aren't a spectacle for the world to scrutinize. They're markers of your progress, your stepping stones to the person you're endeavoring to become. We live in a world where likes and shares are often mistaken for validation, but let me tell you, your worth isn't determined by the number of followers you have or the reactions to your posts. It's about who you're when no one's watching, the goals you're pursuing, and the person you're becoming. So you've steered clear of social media boasting. Let's take this a step further by truly embracing humility in your success. It's not about hiding your achievements under a bushel but rather keeping them close to your heart. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy your victories, it simply means you savor them privately without the need for external validation. Consider this: your success is an attestation to your hard work, resilience and determination, not a trophy for public display. By keeping your achievements private, you're strengthening your own self-confidence, not relying on others for approval. You're placing your worth in your own hands, not in the hands of those around you. Being humble in your success also helps you stay grounded. It helps you remember where you started and keep the focus on where you're headed. Plus, it keeps your success from getting in your head, allowing you to stay focused on your next goal. You've kept your goals hidden, stayed focused and owned your